Welcome to the latest edition of Wrench, Ride, and Repeat. My name's AJ, and today we're going to do a little bit more work on the shovel. This is our project bike, and we put new ground cable on it, new starter cable on it, got a new battery. That whole battery, that was a big problem. We fixed the electrical short up here in the top, and we get the surprise at the end of the video for you. So we bled the rear brakes, and we're going to go through fixing that carburetor, that hole that was stripped out. So we're going to take care of that. We had the starter rebuilt. So we're off to the races here. So please like and subscribe, share these videos with your friends, and there's much more to come. We got a lot of stuff going on, and as soon as I get Rusty down off the lift here, I think that we're going to work on my wife's Dyna. It had a little shakedown problem the other day, and then I think Old Gray is going to come in for an engine change here pretty soon. So stick around. I hope you do. Okay, so I was going to tap and drill the carburetor stripped out hole on the bike. But I thought maybe I would just pull it off real quick. There's no gas in the carburetor right now, so it's easier just to probably pull it off, put it in the vise, make sure everything's sturdy, so I can drill a straight hole and we can get a good tap and die in there. So let me see if I can get this carburetor unbolted, and we'll go from there. Man, everything's banging around here. Okay. There's one bolt. And yeah, I got to take the gas line off, and I got to take the gas line off. All right, or it might not. Get a hand on this carb. And the bolt stayed. All right, that's fine. All right, let's take care of that gas line real quick. Yeah, it may have a little gas in it from when we were running the IV, but still not bad. Okay, let me get a rag up here because I can already smell the gas. Okay, that's a plus. And then what we're going to do here is, I've seen this trick, and I probably mentioned it before, from Butler Customs. And what he tends to do is leave the cables on the bracket, so you don't have to go through the problems of adjusting them. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we're already getting a little gas out of the fuel line. Must have backed up there. Okay, then you don't need that screw. Yeah. Okay, so now we're free. Ew, this thing's a little grody. Might want to think about opening that up a little bit and just give her a clean out. I think I will. It'll be a little easier to hold this thing together if it's in pieces. So let's go over to the bench and we'll move on from there. Okay, let's take this bowl off of this sucker. And it'll sit in the vise. Yeah, as I'm chasing it around already. All right, let's just go ahead and put it in the vise. Let's take this drain off real quick to make sure we're not missing anything here. All right, do I have gas in this thing? Ugh. Yeah, I'd say from the color of that yuckiness, we're gonna run this thing through the parts cleaner while we get it apart. And then we'll be off to the races. So let's see. Okay, screwdriver. And no, this is not the one I put together for the video. That one is on the shelf right now, so. Well, I'll tell you what, I hope we get a nice long fall, because we didn't get a very good spring. It rained the whole damn time. And it was into June before we could actually get outside without rain gear and sweatshirts. So I'm hoping we have a nice long fall. But I could do without the sweltering 90s weatherman. Hey, yeah, it's 76, feels like 103. Well, then it's 103, buddy. You know, I don't know who you're bullshitting there, but wow. So maybe it was good we were in this thing anyway. You can check the jets and see what we got here. So, all right, let's get this thing faced here where we want to work on it. And it is this guy right here. Where's my marker? Let's drill and tap the wrong hole. There we go. We got it. Let me see. Right there. Okay. Let me see if I can get this sucker in the vise very carefully. Okay, it doesn't have to be crushed, right? It's just aluminum, but I do want it to sit pretty solid there. So let me get my drill. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's oil come back through the carb or blow back through the carb or something to that effect. The bowl itself isn't that dirty, and the drain plug doesn't have any gook in it. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay. All right. So drill. I got it on the cart here. We got a 7/32 bit. I'm going to show you the chart here in a second. We have 1/4 coils. Get that out of the way. We have our tap tool and our tap. So a tap is a 7/32. I believe that's what it told me. I lose stuff all the time because I'm getting old. I just had it. I just highlighted with it. I didn't hang it back on the bike. Okay, clipboard, where'd you go? Hey, clipboard. Hey, clipboard. Anywhere. Hey, clipboard with my info on it that I need so badly to do this job. It's probably staring me right in the face and I'm just not seeing it. So let me get all that stuff out of the way. Okay, well, this happens to every great YouTuber. Not me. Okay, so I screwed up the whole video on drilling and tapping the carburetor, and it came out perfectly. So you can see there is our 1/4 bolt, right? Nice and whoop, comes right out, no sweat. If you can see, let me see, get on the camera right there is our helicoil. So I'm going to call this good. We're going to slap this carb back on the bike. I'm not even going to put it through the parts cleaner. Everything on the inside looks good. I may check out the jets, but yeah, so right in there. Let's see. Okay. So for all you sports fans out there, there is, unless you really screw this up, there's more than enough meat right there to drill out a 1/4 and put a drill it out with 7/32 and put a 1/4 tap in it. Helicoil, you're good to go. So I'm going to call this good. We'll be right back. Okay, I don't know if this is actually any simpler or worse than trying to do it and readjust the cables and such, because you kind of have to have lots of arms. There we go. I think that's going in there. There we go. Okay. So now we'll screw that on back on the top. Don't fall off. It's convenient. That'll sit right there. That goes right there. Come on. Grab a bite. There we go. I like it. Okay. So now we'll get my cables through. So, all right. Reach through. There we go. All right. Hang the spacer on. Hang the carb on. All right, carb, you going to sit there for a second? And no, it's not. So I believe I'm going to have to do this from the other side, because it's just not going to line up right for me. And that's a deep well, so I need to change that. Okay, there's that. And I got my... Okay, we're on. All right, carb's all on there. Let me grab a rag and the rest of the pieces. And let's put this carb back on here. That'll be one more thing we can check off the list. And then I think that might be it for Rusty for a while. So let's get this back plate on. Hose is hooked up. Cables are free. I need my little screws. And I like to give these guys a little Loctite. It's hard when you're working by yourself, but my cameraman's working and my daughter's watching TV. You always hear the horror stories of, oh yeah, my carburetor screw fell off and got sucked into my intake. Oh, that's not a good one. Good bit of Loctite on these. There's our new drilled hole. Oh, like a champ. Like a champ. That one. That one. That one. Houston, we have a problem here. Okay, what's the problem? I thought I pre-ran all these screws. They all loose. Okay, maybe I didn't use the same screw I used to test. Let's run this one that we know goes in there. No, not that one, because the washer didn't come out with it. Okay, what's the problem? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I hope we didn't screw up that helicoil. Nope, it just needs a little out there. This one here. Re-Loctite it because you just wiped it all over my fingers. How about we put this one in first because the way everything lines up. There we go. That's better. Phew! About to have a cow, man. That's what I like to see. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Just the way it's supposed to be. How about that? Give all these guys a little snug. Plate is solid. I am happy. Okay. Next part is put the filter on. And we'll get the screwdriver ready for the big screws. That'll have to do. I'm excited, people. One step closer. And I got a surprise at the end of this video. So stick around. We're almost done. I'm going to throw these guys in here. Sorry, it's getting sweaty. My fingers are starting to get slippy. Let's give her a wipe down and get that old AJ sweat off there. Woo, look at that. All right. So this can go back on the work tray. That can go there. All this can go here. And if you look over here, the battery is in. All right. The lid's not on because it doesn't have the cutout for the post. So this is all just a test. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Bike is off. Key is on. We have light. We have turn signals. Both sides nice and flashy. Turn it on. No click. Yeah! That's good. That's good. I'm thrilled. All right. So there we have it, folks. We got, where's our checklist at? Grab our checklist. Grab our marker. Let's see, we did new battery cables, new battery. That fixed the start problem. We fixed the electrical short up here in the wires. These wires were too long. That's why they kept getting pinched. No matter how you jammed them in there, they were getting pinched as soon as you shortened that down or tightened that up. The shifter, that's going to have to wait till later till I get forward controls, and I'm not even on that one yet. Not too worried about the primary bolt, and we bled the brakes. Got some video of that. The kick lever, I just need to order one. Carb hole stripped. Bing, we killed that one. Got the starter rebuilt. Thank you, Bar Electric. And handlebar and forward controls to go along with the shifter and all that stuff. So thank you for watching. This has been Wrench, Ride, and Repeat. It's going to be about 1,000,000 degrees in this garage. So I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends. That really gets the channel out there. Just hit share, put it on your social media feed, your Facebook, your TikToks, whatever. And we'll keep going at it. And I think we're going to pull him down now and set him back against the wall. And till we get some of that other stuff straightened out. And until next time, thanks for watching. This has been Wrench, Ride, and Repeat. All right, guys, here's the surprise. So after all that work and, you know, tinkering here and there and fixing that carburetor, check this out. She runs, she stops. I think we're going to take her for a ride soon. There you have it, folks. Electric start works, kick start works, bike runs great. We got a few other project tasks to do. We're going to change oil, get this battery to mount a little bit better, and we're going to take her down the road and just play around and see what it does. See you soon.